Alright, welcome back Borough family. It's time for another mini transfer update. I'm kind of rushing this one after the next one due to the fact that tomorrow I'm out of the country for the next 3 weeks. So today it is now 10 to 5 in the morning on Saturday the 30th of July. So this will be coming out today. Obviously Borough's first game is tonight against West Brom. Unfortunately, I'm working a 12-hour shift, which is why I'm up at stupid o'clock in the morning. So I probably won't get to watch it. I might get to listen to it on the radio, hopefully. But it depends if they do the who you can't listen to it on digital like normal. We'll get into the transfer news now. There's only a couple of places to start really. Outgoings, Hayden Coulson's gone to Aberdeen. Good luck to Hayden. Hopefully he can get his career back on track. Grant Hall's gone to Rotherham. No real surprise there. I think that'll be a loan out, and then possibly, depending on if his contract ends with a year to go, might be sold really cheap or just had his contract cancelled into the season. And the big news for everyone is the fact that it looks like Tav is going to Bournemouth. I'm not going to get into the bigger club thing, but we're a bigger club. There, I said it. I can see him regretting that massively, especially the rumours is for him to sign a 3 or 4 year contract, 4 or 5 year contract. If he's signing a 5-year contract and he's tied in, it's going to be really hard for him when Bournemouth come down, because they've not done enough in the transfer market for me, and Borough go up. And it's like Wilder said, the club and Wilder have both gone to him. They've tried to keep him. Even Wilder's openly said he thinks it's a mistake by Tav, but Tav's a grown man and he can learn by his mistakes. So if Tav does go, which it looks like he will, it wouldn't surprise me if it was announced today. Then good luck to him, and let's get spending that money. All right, so that brings us to incomings. Incomings, obviously we've signed Marcus Forst. Meant to be a good goal scorer. A lot of people who've watched him say he knows where the goal is, he gets in the right place. Brentford have openly said he's a good finisher, but they play the wrong system for him. So hopefully Wilder's system's the right system for him and we can get some goals out of him. So we've brought him in, and we've brought Tommy Smith has signed a 1-year deal with us as well as cover for Isaiah Jones or Dyke Steele, depending on who's injured. So we've brought in 2. We've lost 3. Still not enough. I don't really. Well, I say we've lost 3. That's counting Tav going. He won't be near the squad today. I don't really get how we can go from having 17 players to then like 1 in 1 out scenarios. Like, we've got 17 players. We need 23. But if Tav doesn't want to be there and people are willing to pay money for him, then now we can do about that. And Tav is going to be gone, and then we just need to try and replace him. Who with? I have no idea. Apart from that, you've got Hoppy or Hope or whatever his name is, however it's pronounced, spelt weird. The American is being strongly linked with us. Is that going to happen? I don't really know. And then reports for the first actual time saying Borough have approached Fulham for Rodrigo Muniz. So again, to me, it's a little late when the transfer window's around the corner. Or not the transfer window, but the first game of the season is today. Then, I don't know. Big game today. I'll do a prediction on that a little bit later. But as it stands for me, we need left centre back. With Tav going, we need 3 midfielders, because you've got to replace Piero, Tav, and get back up for Howson. And as it stands, we still need at least 2 strikers. But the rumour is, if we bring in Rodrigo Muniz and this Hope, then we could lose Watmore or Akpom. So I don't really get. I'd imagine most people with me that if we lost someone, I would prefer it to be Akpom, just because he's shown a lot less than Duncan previously. And the Wilder, who knows? And I wouldn't be surprised if he plays today, Akpom, if he starts. So that's pretty much all the transfer roundups. Rumours, again, Adam Armstrong rumour doesn't go away. However, apparently Southampton's manager has now come out and said, with the way he's been in pre-season, which is exactly what Borough needed him to be good and then join us, doesn't look like it's going to happen now. He's been scoring goals and he's going to have a bigger role to play in the season going forward. So to me, that says he's not coming. We've been linked with, is it Chowdhury from Chelsea, midfielder? Yes, that's good. Good player. Also was linked with, but I think it was just Football League World's opinion, was, I can't remember what his name is, the young 19-year-old from Man City, who they reckon's attacking midfielder. Needs game time. Man City want him to go out. There's Premier League's chasing him. So, but Premier League's want him on a full contract, permanent deal. So, could Borough swoop in there? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to see. There's like 29 days, something like that, left of the transfer window. It's not great. Anyone who missed Wilder's press conference yesterday with the media, I will link in the description below to this. And as I said, today's game day, so anyone travelling to the game, like, safe travels. Wish I was up this early to travel to the game. Unfortunately, I'm not up this early to travel to the game. I'm going to work. And then I'm away from tomorrow to the 23rd. I get back on the 23rd of August, get back in the country. So I've got to, hopefully, depending on the time difference, try and catch Borough games while in Orlando. And yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. So there's a chance that I'm going to miss probably the first, I think it's 5 games of the season, which I'm not happy about. But I'm sure my missus won't mind me walking around theme parks watching my phone. What's the worst that can happen, eh? But there's not much more transfer news wise. It's been quite quiet this week, which is disappointing, especially when you're looking at the fact Tav could leave any second. Coulson's gone, Hall's gone, and we've brought in one player with the season starting today. So that's it transfer wise, really. Not really got anything else to add to that. As for today's game, it's going to be such a tough game, especially with the lack of striking options. Wilder did state that Akpom and Force would be in the 18. So I'm going to go through my predicted starting lineup, and then I'm going to go out on a prediction for the actual result. Now, starting lineup, I don't think there's going to be an argument over the, well, I say an argument over the back 5, but there could well be. Stefan's going to be in goal. Then Fry's fit, so he's going to play. Lenahan's going to play. And Dijksteel's going to play. I say that. It wouldn't surprise me if Bowler started at left centre back. But I think those 3 against a good attacking West Brom is the way to go. There's going to be no argument with Jones and Giles starting. Then the midfield 3 are going to be the only midfielders we now have, which is going to be Howson in the holding role and McGree and Crooks either side of him. Up front, this is the only place I'm not 100% certain on. I think Watmore is 100% starting. And with McGree not being able to play the 10 role today, because that's what I would have gone with, I think I predicted originally that Colburn's going to play. But after listening to Wilder yesterday in the press conference, which I will link below to this video. He mentions Akpom a couple of times and said that Akpom could be a surprise for Borough this season if he stays and his attitude's right. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Watmore and Akpom up front, but I'm going to go out there, I'm going to say Watmore and Coburn, mainly because Coburn's had more of a pre-season. Obviously Paddy's suspended today, but I've said before about the possibility of Borough possibly getting rid of Paddy to get money. We're the strongest lineup, and with Bowler playing good at left centre-back as well, I think he's going to struggle to get back into the team. That's just my opinion. He may slot straight back into it next week. But I personally think he's going to have a struggle. And Paddy's not going to want to be number 2 to anyone. He's not going to sit on the bench. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. And my prediction for this game is going to be a very tough game. They've got what we need. They've got a decent strike force. But I believe they're dodgy in defence. I'm going to go for a very tight, cagey affair. I think it'll be a good game. Not that I'm going to see it. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say Borough, because it's at home, will scrape a 1-0 win. I'm even as bold to say they're going to scrape a 1-0 win, and Matt Crooks will get the winner. I'm probably going to be wrong. It'll probably be like a 4-4 draw or something, because I'm normally terrible at predicting. But I'm going to go 1-0 Borough. And yeah, I think that'll be it. It's going to be the end of the video, guys. Not much this time. And as I said, I'm going to be away for the next 4 or 5 games. I don't actually know off the top of my head. Planning on coming up for the Sunderland game. That's now gone out the window because of Sky, as always, moving Borough fixtures. So that's now on a Monday night, just to annoy everyone that's as the weekend often works on a Monday evening. So I'll be in the pub watching that one and probably won't be up until maybe Bristol City at home now. Anyway, massive thank you all for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, everything that YouTube wants you to do. And I fancy us this year. My prediction overall is top 2. If we can get in a couple of strikers and a couple of midfielders, I think we might win the league and win it by a few points. But that's just me being mental. But I don't see us finishing outside of the top 6, even with the squad we've got. But as I said, the strikers are the main part. If we can get some strikers, then we're laughing. And in my opinion, we go up, especially with the formation Wilder's got. And I just think, even if we had the strikers we had last year, yeah, without Adam Connolly, who openly is admitted now, since he's gone away, that his head wasn't in the right place and he wasn't in the right mind frame. So I'm going to finish up there. I think we will score goals this season with Giles and Jones. And that's going to bring us to the end of the video. Unfortunately, there won't be one for the next few weeks. As I've mentioned before, there are going to be like podcast type things coming up onto this. Me, Pete, maybe a couple of the other lads will get involved with doing maybe predictions for upcoming games and stuff like that. But again, that'll probably be left to the podcast side of things. So again, thank you all for watching. Catch you on the next video, and up the Borough.